Hi guys, in this one I'm going to go over the intro to Town Hall level 12. So to get started, Town Hall 12 is a little bit unique because now our Town Hall is going to fight back. It is now a major defense. So instead of having the Town Hall where it could easily be taken out, now it's going to take a little bit of planning for opponents to get it down. Next thing we're going to go over is, are there any new troops in the Clinton Castle? Based on what I'm seeing, there isn't anything new here except for the Flame Flinger, which we'll get more into later. And now we've also got all the super troops. Most notable new one is going to be the Super Dragon. It's just a stronger dragon. It's actually very difficult to deal with when it is the enemy CC. We also have the Ice Hound now, which is a more difficult Lava Hound because it makes your troops move slower. So already tanky troop, now making things damage it slower. It makes it hard to take down. Alright, those are the two new things of note there. With Town Hall level 12, we ignored this at Town Hall level 11 for the most part. However, Town Hall 12 is where the super troops really start to ramp up, because now we've unlocked the Super Giant all the way down to the Super Bowler. So we have many more options. We can use Super Giants, Rocket Balloons, Super Wizards, Super Dragons, Inferno Dragons, Super Minions, Super Valkyries, Super Witch, Ice Hound, and Super Bowler in any of our attacks in our main army. So because of that, we're going to have an explosion of new things in all of the different styles, except maybe hybrid, because the hybrid super troops are not going to be unlocked until Town Hall level 13. Alright, let's look at the new normal troops that you can make at this Town Hall level. So the first new one is going to be the Yeti. This one is very good for a concept that you saw with the Super Yeti at Town Hall level 11. There's going to be another concept kind of like it, but it's a little bit less effective, and therefore you use it in different situations. With the Yeti is also great in smash attack styles mostly. Next troop that we have is new this is a very gimmicky troop. This is the Headhunter. What the Headhunter does is it attacks enemy heroes with increased damage and slows them down. So because of this is going to make the Headhunter really good for your more pro players. It's a very niche type of troop and very situational. So it's useful to know how to use a Headhunter. However, you can go through the game without using them and still be kind of okay if you're casual, but if you really want to be a pro player, you need to get used to using the Headhunters. Again, as stated, we have access to all those new super troops now, so let's go ahead and go over all of them. So the Super Barbarian is a stronger barbarian. It can take down entire defenses, which this is the allure to these. So it can funnel even when there's defenses to prevent you. The Super Archer has the bow at a longer range. You've seen some of this at Town Hall level 11. Next is the Super Giant. It's a more powerful giant. Unfortunately, with this super troop, it's not too different from normal giants, so usually you'll have better options to choose for super troops. Next super troops, you have the Sneaky Goblin. You saw this used when we were sniping, as it spawns invisible. It does increase damage to resources, including Town Hall. The next super troop we have is a Super Wall Breaker. This is a wall breaker that can destroy walls even if there's a lot of fire coming in to keep that from happening. Whereas you know with your normal wall breakers, any damage at all almost will take them out. The Super Wall Breaker will still probably get the wall down even if there's damage coming in. The Rocket Balloon is a balloon that is quicker. It speeds up when you initially place it down, meaning you can make a pop-up army almost anywhere on the field. It's very useful for some niche type of attacks. Next we have the Super Wizard. The Super Wizard's lightning changes. This is really helpful in some of the concepts you saw at Town Hall level 11. It's also very useful for a niche smash strategy. Next you have the Super Dragons. Super Dragons' breath splashes to any buildings directly connecting to an adjacent building. Now, if you've seen most of our attacks, that's not always the case. This can be useful sometimes, but this is going to be another situation where you now have the Electro Dragons, you now have the Super Dragons, you now have the normal dragons. You just need to be able to switch between which one is called for the situation. Next is you have the Inferno Dragons. As of recording this, I do not know much about these, besides that they target and damage buildings by firing a beam that increases damage over time. We will figure out more about them later. Next we have the Super Minion. The Super Minion shoots shots from afar. This makes it not really have any strategies it's super good for, but it's a niche troop to use in siege barracks a lot of the time at high level town halls, for when your funnel is made, then have the super minions come and back up the army from behind. Next is the Super Valkyries. The Super Valkyries die or they drop a rage whenever they die. That's very small, so this will be mostly used in Valkyrie attacks. There's not too many other situations where you would normally want to use these that I have seen. However, I might encounter some. I could be proven wrong with that. Next we have the Super Witch. The Super Witch has its own type of smash strategy that is based fully around it. I don't see Super Witches used a lot more outside of that. However, the smash strategy that Super Witches are used in, it's one of the strongest in the game. So this is definitely a very important super troop to learn how to use. Next we have the Ice Hounds. I haven't used them personally as up to the point of recording this. However, we will probably have more about their uses later in this Town Hall section. Next we have the Super Bowlers, which also I haven't used a lot, but we will have more about them later in this Town Hall section when I experiment with them. They are normal bowlers, except their boulders bounce one more time. So we will see how they turn out once I get to their section. The next thing to go over is you now have access to making siege machines. Unfortunately, this doesn't really add too much. It just means you can donate them. You can now donate the Wall Wrecker, the Battle Blimp, and the Stone Slammer. Alright, that's about it for the introduction for Town Hall Level 12. There are some new equipment pieces which we will go over when they are called up. However, the biggest thing to note for Town Hall Level 12 is this is where the game starts getting a little bit difficult. Town Hall 11 is you're starting to learn the intermediate stage. By Town Hall level 13 and Town Hall level 14, you're starting to get into the advanced stage. So Town Hall 12 starts to ramp up the difficulty. Because of that, we are going to have a video on how to analyze starting at Town Hall 12, because not all the strategies are going to work on every base starting at this point. So you're going to want to change the strategy that you were using based on the base you see. And we might add some of those type of videos for lower town halls as well. Haven't decided fully on that yet. Alright, so that'll be it for this one.